I would say the most significant thing that Tracie's being abused by the Army psychologist up in Alaska vis-a-vis MK Ultra and advancing her father's career in military intelligence, and to the point where, well, he had 4 houses when I knew them. And the significant thing that the psychologist did to Tracie, and this was what they were working on with all the kids, but it was especially true in Tracie's case. Tracie hates the fact that she's a female, and I mean as a just part of her entire self, and it stems from when she was 3 up in Alaska. But she hates the fact that she's female because she saw that it was a male world. She was in the military world, and she couldn't stand the fact that her 2 older brothers were allowed to go, play boy things, and she was stuck with her mother. And she was convinced her parents were trying to murder her at that point in her life, specifically freeze her to death. I think these are things that came from MK Ultra, and ultimately what MK Ultra did to her is they convinced her that she's a bad little girl that doesn't deserve to do good things, that she needs to do bad things because she's a bad little girl. And I would just love to rescue her from that. I think if she ever gets to work with a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a therapist who understands what MK Ultra did, shattering little children's minds like they did Tracie, such that she was such a victim of pan-lockers. And the only reason it's important is because these are some of the biggest things in the world. There's Vietnam, where I was so unable to talk about anything military because I'm a hippie, and I know how terrible Vietnam was, and for me, it's my personal Waterloo. It's really what is causing me to divorce my family. It was them getting it so wrong about Vietnam and my not being able to do anything for the Vietnamese people. I couldn't save a single Vietnamese person in my life because I couldn't reach anybody and I had no power. So this is the best I can do.
You're Tracie's only friend, Sanpiper Sally. You're Tracie's only friend, Sanpiper Sally. Sanpiper Sally. Sanpiper Sally.